Judge, look, this is the first year of President Mahama, barely a year, and the last
second year.
A little.
I wanted to correct this.
Year.
No, President Mahama is in his second year. We are in March.
Calculation. Then at 30 months, yeah, second year. Second year, I
said we are in his second year.
That's fine.
Are we not?
So you see, what the Nkasa? You see,
is he 1 year?
He's 1 year, 3 months.
That's fine.
Thank
1
you.
year, 3.
Out of the 4. Send your open to be. I think I make us say, see, you be say ya, Mobi and China drain, net year for no. But you see, this a year may to say, Obidia is superior. It's not true. The last thing now, Obi Bejiatum, including Dr. Bomfe.
Yes.
Yeah, free hey. Now so be called cut your voice, baby. Eh? Not the year case, edit yawa. You will be on the roof. Say no man can sabo full tape. I've been listening to you. So what is wrong with President Mahama Akas? Apart from the Obiabo, I've been able to prove to Obi say almost full tape not that okay hold on, please allow me, please. My current transcription but please. Except you have something to counter in your court.
The truth
no, don't do this.
Yamo Bibia Akwaba. Urabia a friend James Kwabena Bomfe. It's a Bomfe. Or a one newspaper editor. I think say the National Foreign Newspaper na bibisa. Urewi o jandam chen bibia. Onye nim so NPP ni o. But say ye news propaganda e wo radio so. Hey. O mahini ni obi kura mba. Eni Kwame Sifakan. O propaganda rough. Na wakoshia ni mita. Aye, Bernard Bediakun Edu. I think so no ye member of parliament at the marketia. Na urano minim se sa ono so or a very good communicator sir. Minim da se Bernard Bediakun Edu. In fact, wa bin papa. Yankona yunkuti nsemo de tudwa. Bra Oshia Kwabena Kwame Bomfe. Any NPP for one case communicator, any former what can say a minister of health. Ura ye friend Okuboy, Yankutium, Kobe Betraso, Ubia Sempa, Kosisen, Jumadian Esso. Sa kakaka and run some common economic committee meeting lands and natural resource near 9 months for the forestry commission jaunim juma in the Asia but matetibi say yes leader can say making kind being so in fact nim and say NDC any President Mahama or no na agenda ne de namono ni ayekaye efasa
teacher license
exam obi unim e wo winiba
yes
aye ko launch manifesto President Mahama kan say ya de beka omo final exam no ho so oh yes opa we now we penso ameko ti ama mami we to boase
mebo ewa ha
eti ewo winiba na oyi eno na we na wo kan brain okay yes ntini awo bia opa boansa ma kire oni enti e basa opa boansa
enti we
boansa yen retreat you we kan bi enim
President John Dramani Mahama on one of the campaign platforms. Take a listen.
Licensure exams, you can watch them 2020. You can hold that. You can watch them that 2020. And to assume 8 years say about licensure exam, no you be year free. The Saying President spoke on behalf of the College of Education, and I have said already, among the things he talked about was the licensing of teachers. And I have said already, and I'll say once again, that if I become president, I will cancel licensure exams.
Asempa FM.
Mr. Speaker, NDC never promised to cancel licensure exams. We promised to incorporate it into the general examination system of the colleges. That's what we promised. And what we are doing today is fulfilling exactly what we promised to do. That's what we promised. Go and pick our manifesto and show me which page. We said we're going to incorporate it. The way that you propose to organize licensure exams is what we objected to. The manner in which you intended to do it. So we said it will be incorporated.
Asempa FM.
You heard President Mahama and Enranso, the Honorable Mahama Yarega Majority Leader. Honorable.
Obi. Obo tape no twa so ntem. Yes, twa so ayi de no. Baby okob bronga hafo no. Student ni raise licensure issue no. Kan let me transcription no ha. Nti me kan ama. O kan ni odi kan boy. Ni o kan bi o say so we are not saying teachers should not have a license to teach. They should, but it should not be necessary to let them write exam in the first year, write exam in the second year, write exam in the third year, write final exam in the fourth year, come out to do national service, and then come and write licensure exam again. President Mahama has been very consistent. Let me finish. That is all we are saying. Now, when you launch your manifesto and kasa oko winibano, then okay, and no video.
No, I don't have it.
You don't have it. So make no such transcription. Yes. So let me know her. This is what President Mahama said. Also, we will abolish teacher licensure exam and integrate it. It is all cutting teacher exam nepa. You are being unfair. Propaganda we yamutu emfa because your kai and also be so contrary we are almost full tape no need. Also, we will abolish teacher licensure exams and integrate it into the licensing process into their final year exam. Yeah. We will institute the teacher dabre, those ones. So with regards to the licensure exam, this is what the president at the time, flag bearer of the NDC, said. And one thing a leader I challenge you be I say, pension say far we near manifesto. Naturally, baby a case your betra licensure exam full stop.
In the idea with Momo the NDC rather than umbe school, abetro
acquire national service.
No, my baba.
Exam.
Mo de beka.
Yeah, the beka final exam ne ho.
Or final.
Yes.
No what tro. Asan we fee school.
Yes.
Na no masha say.
Meba to say no maya mu betimi aka. But you see what we are saying, of course, this is the first year. we were in this country when a big province 8 years near moment to me. It is no near can we can have that debate. But for somebody to suggest in any way or form, say President Mahama has been dishonest, that is untrue. And as NDC has been because leader can say, you can't say, yes, you can't see a big simplicity, and indeed we are being dishonest. It's untrue. I just say, Nipana shut up and say, oh, yeah, mischievous.
But Sasa would a can't or more final exams. I don't know how that would be, because that would be normal end of semester exams.
No, now who call law school?
Yes.
Who call law school? Yes, I'm actually an advert lawyer.
That's it. No, yeah.
Now, I'm normal exam. Why? And no normal exam.
No, it's a law school. You move from faculty,
yes,
where you do the degree,
but be a professional,
and then you go and do the professional.
But even professional, no, and you course now no actual exam.
No,
we go through final law, and then you go as about 2 years in mono. What throw be a paper be a we any keka boom. Yes, so I didn't mean that same thing for every other professional. He say, what throw paper no say be a Western mass 101. Now throw exam we are. Sani a caucus a law of evidence. O drop as we are where we advocacy we are where we. Oh we and say mekasa kotena natural law and mokan you can say bar exam. I know ye be a one paper. na ase we unya AAA throughout wo end of subject exam no mukra na wie na se ba exam no be failure na se wa anya hwe adenti no mutumi nya sa wo enye ne sa wo teacher de. This is all we are saying, so that we wie ni nia na areho no no na o makwa akoye IS aptitude test bi ebi okram se okotena computer echi na akwa na se bibi, who knows, it's even possible say that day now you are not well. No, that is what we are saying. We may have the argument whether Uji 2 man or Uji 2 we can, but for purposes of sound Komo win, people want to suggest NDC has deceived Ghanaians. It's not true. Let anybody prove it. We have Nigoni Niawaha, but be a President Mahama Kai Bibi Aboni Niamensi. And compared to
but you would agree it's based on the promise, no? Yes. And as you've read, eloquently, no? Licencia exams will be cancelled under NDC. The form. The
form.
For that one will be cancelled.
Yes. Yeah, momu we mefie no masa abasom betro a licensure exam. That is what we are proposing.
Because more normal final year exams, no, you cannot call that one licensure exam.
You see, be modified.
Okay.
Do you get it?
Okay.
And your form na say yes, you be modified. Say, yeah, momu nkofie. No masa ba betro one paper say. Inti bibia fata bia fa che mom no mu wie. No mu nko. Ovia or a professional. But what I say? Yes. Look, is it not even what the maintenance and me what made the BBC answer? What the on Casem? So almost will be contrary to the Yakan family.
Mate 94.7. But me pacho say, would hear me? Just imagine you hitting the road with total peace of mind, and that's the Asempa Super promo. It's packed with goodies from Imperial General Assurance from January 1st. They shall say April 30th. Neighbor area. So who could insure a car? New car wako insure, and now say who could renew insurance make motor policy when your life ne dia keka we motor car insurance. You are not just protecting your car and yourself, but you stand the chance to win some amazing instant rewards. When any draw any raffle, prim na de amount. With Imperial General Assurance, no every drive now feels like a celebration. Nyoma edebema wu ini. You bet match free fuel area ma kwaje fako. You be ma EV charging coupons more mu use EV cars no na o dey charge o cars kama. Enna yes I'm a free vehicle diagnosis ewo accredited garage o car na on time fanko service no oba be renew insurance. You bet tria o service and ho kenyina kama e the amount. You sign the 1 year life insurance cover a pay also for extra protection. The icing on the cake a branded souvenirs I sign eche umbrellas, tissue boxes and what have you. If don't let this moment pass you by, Freyain, it was 0577 667 436 0577 667 436. Insure, drive, and win big with Imperial General Assurance, solid protection. Kel charcoal toothpaste so unyusu bi da ene me kamfo the amount yesusu ano the body tree any bidie twetwe usia na ye adwuma pa in the bidie ewo properties bi wo mu a eboa oral hygiene in the bidie na aye Kel charcoal toothpaste, another quality product from Samara Company Limited. FDA agiatum go through strict hygienic production protocols ni nyinara. And FDA etimi agiatum. So we pay fresh breath all day long. Uhia Kel charcoal toothpaste. Upe paste ebete wo seswa na te wine fita kama Kel charcoal toothpaste. Upe dudu etua Samara wonu wonkasa 0246 864 798. Kel charcoal toothpaste, happy smile. Omo bombo den papa nti wo se me ni wunyina ebuawon. Dr. Okoboy.
Obi.
Yes.
Me Nyamiado Mako elections about 3 times.
Okay.
So me I've witnessed the strategy and the approach of the NDC when it comes to wanting power. Omoyenkofo they master how obe kanyamana nipo koto abadu bofu obeti mi charge when NDC you got to my NDC obisa ni say dey na okoto ama na ogina na ohwe o We look at 24-hour economy. Also on Chemupe, now I am confused. The point I want to make is that I'm not surprised. Say, Niama omu kachen krofo, and ne omu dani omu anu akasa mankasa. Obi, macho ha. It is not only the performance of a government that determines how the population or the citizenry will react during elections. It is also the impression that is whipped against you by the opposition. Secondly, the promises the opposition makes also can make people vote you out even when you satisfy some of the basic things that they require, because someone is pushing their expectation and appetite. NDC mastered the two, the politics of bastardization. What brought this licensure? Let me bring you back. Now I said the entire year politics. Obi, me in Kasantia teachers, cause teachers my dear. But teacher profession, you know, a bit more entire Obi or child here now to Sebi. Oshano now the Kasa. Obi say no way on your feet to be a teacher. Obi Sheno, ebi a Sebi, wako school, ebi a long time ago. And now ebi obi hunu on your professional teacher. Wako chair some private school idea and the other inter-system. So they brought this idea of licensure so that there will be some standardization. Obi enesa. Enye boni kwanso. Enye obi a na efa to the traditional teaching training colleges. Is it every teacher in Ghana went to training college?
No.
Some entered from other places, and that is why in order to have a standardized measure of at least the basic qualification and competence of the teacher, they brought these licensure exams. It did not come from the air. And experts, all field suggested say this is the way to go, so that who are qualified teacher it's a plus for you. No one will say be a fake, ABI that's all making the licensure. Now it's a way to clean the system. And now any part of upgrading now but the NDC engaged in the politics of bastardization. This is what they did. Teachers kakra no munyanka, they would avoid this sebi inconvenience kakra. Sensi question de kakra na be exam sa. Obi unyanka it should be what? Avoidable.
Yes.
That's one. So they fed into the discomfort of those who wish this thing will pass over them or pass me by, like someone would say. And they got thousands of these who were like, I don't know, let the status quo remain. And then the other two say or tiny building against us and he say licensure no say free So the two main elements which made the NDC use this is to more or less feed on those who were unhappy with the fact that they have to go through something that will test their competence. That's one. And the second one is that even if you are paying 100 cedis, that's why one of their members said, the most obnoxious policy. Something obnoxious is harmful. Is that not it? If you write an exam, does it cause you harm? Obi, and it should tell you the strategy and the extent the NDC goes when they want power. Now, didn't your mother back? As I say, only the people are raising issues. I think the teachers have been given data
from the National Teaching Council, I'm rescheduled teacher licensure exams to Tuesday, March 24th. Because Monday na nanka also a public holiday. Tuesday.
Obi say people catch say la say asem kesienesi. See my senior brother Kasano. I feel no be change say now you see Rebecca we want to as we speak.
But truly that's what they said.
I'm coming there, Obi. As we speak, under the leadership of this government, has licensure dates not been communicated?
It has been communicated. How much on a Tuesday?
Is it free of charge?
No.
God have mercy. So the people that they charged against us say you are being taken troubles to write exams, to pay money. They are experiencing the same thing that they expressed under us. Obi, also independent exams are if it's been let me defeat his argument. If it's been incorporated and incorporated so well, after writing your final exams, there shouldn't be any other licensure. But once there is a separate paper you sit, even if you sit the next day, it means that you've still gone to what? Write the standardization exams. Is it waived? Is it zero CDs rated because you are right at the end of your exams? Ask him whether it's zero rated. You pay money. So the two things are already accusing you. Now, what about those who don't go training schools? How do they write the licensure exams? To be standardized to become teachers.
Into a universities.
Yes. So you see, the point I'm making is that, and I have many examples. Free SHS. Okay, so come on. It's two streams, double track. It's useless. We'll make a single track. Almost a single, no, the earliest is 2027. Now, Sebi, say a Brian Yakukudro, no, see, instead of Ghana Fomba, over 100,000 annually, the statistics was that average 100,000 kids fall onto the streets every year because because of monetary, most of them. They qualify, but they don't enter. Average 100,000. When you are buying, see, the money they will come in, but there will be congestion and the numbers are huge. So how do I innovate so that with the same spaces I have, every Ghanaian child can have a shot? That's where this double track came. How can you accuse a government of ill will when it's trying to solve a problem? And then you get the impression that you do single track. How do you do single track with the same space? Those who got angry at us that their kids are around their double track today is the same thing you are doing. What it means is that either you were dishonest and charge them against us, or you promise to do something that you don't have the wherewithal to do. But I am comforted by one thing. The teacher who listened to you and charged at us because of a comment, they wouldn't inform when or say oh church and say I feel no money pressure no a cost room. Now boy, we have to learn in this life, every experience to learn. Some of the mistakes we made in government, if I have the opportunity or we have the opportunity, I'm sure we'll not repeat them. When I see them behave like this, I am comforted that opposition will not be long and chair will come back, because these were the people who charged up and made sure that the NDC John Mama came back. This same Honorable Yariga, my senior brother, recently some program here was parliament also who said the government is coming to do 24-hour economy. It is a private sector initiative. Didn't you hear that comment?
Hey, Obi.
No, okay.
Yeah.
Government was going to do it through the private sector.
Yes.
That's the idea here. No, exactitude, I may not be able. But you understand that is what he said.
MSc in interpretation, PhD in interpretation.
No, so you're a lawyer. We do interpretation at the law.
I say PhD. Because Obi, but see, the more church the more pressure air cost. Obi, Sebi, and the Kufado, we had one district, one factory. If any program or every program that a government runs is perfect, government one district, one factory might have its challenges, but the objective was clear. The objective was to encourage the setting up of industries that will add value to our materials so that we can create jobs in the value chain. The real deal, the big deal is a 133. Now, if you are government and it is private sector you use, do you tell a private man to run 3 shifts? Is he in your bosom, Obi? Is he in the bosom of a politician to tell a businessman to run 3 shifts? Do you know what it takes to run a setup? Do you know what they call the wage bill? The person must look at his output and the money he gets and match it to his running cost, expenditure, and then be able to decide how much is left to pay workers, and then do all that math. Is it for you to go and tell it 133? So when the NDC said 133, they were not talking about a private person. They were talking about the one that they had control, which is public sector. And typical of the NDC, they speak to a 133 when the first shift out of the 3 shifts, the wage bill to cover the first shift, you don't have the money. Men, my senior is here, are trapped by their words, but bulls by their horns. Even the wage bill for the first shift, Obi, look, you think, with all due respect, John Mama is a handsome man. He's been a president before. JM knew that on Yankobejin conform his first term. Didn't ya Obia or person on Jiwan so on him say there's something called a wage bill. But Obi, when he got to 2024, they told the whole youth that come on, instead of 1 shift, and I was on Metro and I said, come on, the only reason why you don't run 3 shifts just like that is that you have to check the wage bill of the first shift, Obi. And then Atoforce is telling you that under this recovered economy, when they pay the 3 statutory funds, he has to borrow to pay workers. He said that. You know, Atu is a fantastic guy. He's a very smart guy. He laid the preamble.
Is that he had to borrow to pay workers?
And now, Papa, don't listening, follow this.
Please.
Let me read. Hey, honorable constituency in Tienza on Yanaji. Nema Kosuno. Namu me MP. Sometimes we change our Obi share this honorable 240.
A quotation.
See, well, this is Obi. See this guy. This guy is an NDC blogger.
No. Let me get the
media
quotation.
Yes.
Report.
Yeah, please get a media report. Hey, honorable.
Because this minimum to the kind we are.
What? Because listen, the video is even there. Play the video.
Yes. Let me get the exact story.
He said he gets 183 billion from taxes, and that when he finished paying the 3, it's now with 61 billion, and he has a wage bill of about 71 billion, and he borrows about 17 billion. All this is public figures. Hey, opposition, they research, they won't find their growth because
yes. Your friend say, Dr. Okoboy.
Yes.
While I look for story, wrap it up, mommy. When I get it, I'll read it. They do the.
I hope now story. And then they might do we are Papa. Now, dear me, did you have
battles be too?
Honorable. They say, I now open all your MPT. We'll give you all the respect now. Oh, the MPC. The point I'm making, say,
okay.
Time now you're promising 1 job, 3 shift, 3 people. No, now honorable are 240. You are aware. Say the previous government and the Kufuor no. As a country, sika ye generate no. Utia district assembly common fund. Utia get for now health insurance. Sika e kano. Obese untia workers kwa ubre. In fact, that's why our government brought a capping policy. Enti they now capping yen say 17 billion na honorable took say okoboro no. Aka obe one e kakra free district assembly common fund na capping no. Just say scan the ko 400% ko na e kakra. Na e insurance kakra. Na e get fund. Na ya nyaska e dia tua workers. Momusi munya capping. Otua we no. Ato force ya my chances otua sa 3 ni wi a sika ka ne nsem no Ghana workers.
Okay, me about doc into trouble.
Yes.
This is the finance minister.
Yes.
And as CTFM shared on their Facebook page.
Yes.
I say government had to borrow 17 billion
in
Ghana cedis to pay public sector wages in 2025.
Yes.
No, so say in 2025 or Bobusiano the workers in 2025. But let me play the voice at least for the avoidance of doubt. Now, Obietimi at the minister. This is
to take a closer look at Ghana's compensation. That the 2025 non-oil tax revenue of 183 billion Ghana cedis was only enough to pay for statutory transfers and debt service. After paying statutory funds such as District Assembly Common Fund, Get Fund, National Health Insurance, and debt service, what was left was not enough to settle Ghana's compensation bill. In fact, government of Ghana had to borrow 17 billion Ghana cedis to augment the compensation bill. Your Excellency, I thank you.
Into a KCL Ato Force and Finance Minister.
You wrap up.
Yes.
Brofosi augmenta. Me danyama si me call Lego Presec. At least me tinema we asikakra. Augment just say adenu nsuenti upe bibi di apia ama akosu.
Sure.
Obi. It means that even for the first shift, the 12-hour shift, 8-hour shift, this government has to borrow to meet. So, Okobo, what I'm saying is that this government is the NDC as a party. Now, on themselves, also running shifts, it means you must have extra money to pay 3 times a wage bill. Obi, when you use smartness, duplicity, and you play games to get power, the victims of these games, they wait for you at the post in 3-4 years. So, maybe more honorable short advice. Sometimes it is good to be calm and reflect. ema ebufo no ekosoro
me da say Dr. Bernardo Koboy Dr. Brase Kakrama me na Dr. James Kwabena Bomfe no you my name is yes Dr. James Kwabena Bomfe akwaba na wapo mu ye de
ye nua obi me nananom se serwenya yes efun kwa na hia no ye tinkwamu na ye wo adenyina
ye danyame ase ono ye trained teacher,
certificated teacher, licensed teacher.
Licensed teacher. Now, which role teacher license?
My first professional, professional calling, no. Obi.
It is a uncommon way, no. At was saying on whether
I may banner me
lawyer Bernard Baby. Sure, Aquatia constituency.
And Amatis also can be
a dear.
Miss Rowe. Which of the canons of interpretation? And my say. Ubi brain and no case me cancel bibia ene me incorporate ayepe.
Oh, so Obi Anka say.
Oh, I want to understand. Oh, but that's the impression you created.
Okay, so this is what we say. Before no problem, but even before you come to interpreting Nipan kind, that's not what I did. But what I criticized and I say, Makan Sembebre, what can do baby in Wakate, and I decasem. What I supplied, indeed things he said.
Yeah.
What am I say? A quotation of his, and yes, I mean interpret it. I can't film.
Get us the voice.
Obi. I mean, look, we Hami Wakana and our obsession with partisan positions as if they are ends in themselves. When properly understood, they are supposed to be means. My info politics says they are good day keke. What happened in Parliament was a capitulation on what the president has said.
From Hamayaga.
How so? Look, I just did a simple queried Google.
Yeah. Google AI.
I asked, I said, what did the NDC Manifesto
say
for the 2020 and 2024 general elections say regarding teachers' licensure exam?
Okay.
The National Democratic Congress, NDC, has consistently promised to abolish the mandatory licensure examination in both the 2020 general elections and 2024, proposing instead to integrate the certificate process into the final year of study at colleges of education. The party considers the current examination system introduced by the NPP administration to be obnoxious and unnecessary. Here are the specific details regarding the two manifestos. And now,
Wama details.
2020, abolish the teacher licensure exam. Automatic employment, focus on training. 2024, scrap and integrate the same thing, improve teacher training, teacher double project, cost management. You see,
teacher
double, quote, teacher double.
So look,
and I miss quote double. Look, me I never been one more. I am a free say. It's a bit insulting. Sabi ubuni penim tia. Say ye bedwin say ye nya kwan betra fidie su hai. Sabi wo mu etie ni nyina no ye nim nyansa chen wo mo. Anase ye nim de chen wo mo. It can never be true. A opportunity, privilege. And we should never take it for granted, Obi. Asema ye kan wa se mi ni fare ba ni den. A regime, me kai say me pen Dr. Matopoku Prompt and education minister. And no car say, as I said, teacher for any license. I had a problem with it because teachers were not operating without license.
Really?
Look, every certificated teacher has a unique identity number. Like when you finish the law school and you are called to the bar, you have a unique number to yourself. Every professional teacher has it. Engineers, Obia want a professional number. Unima, a different matter. licensure exam no edebe nana nke ebeye ade aye nyina ne say ma bibi to say professional look which was incorporated already. Enti ade no me feel say wo mo yere ne say you know you have a renewal of your bar license. Yes. Enti my understanding was that teacher force say omo justify. I say teacher ni bia no or justify ne modern boy na Dr. Koboye sha say aka say utie and it is true and it is not reserved or limited to teachers.
To just teachers.
No, medical doctors. We share medical doctor bia sebi ne modern bono eya na bibi ube share lawyer bi sebi ne modern bono enti enya limited to only teachers. Journalists ube share journalists bi sebi ne modern bono enti it is not isolated to teachers. Of course, I have a certain perspective of teachers, but that is another matter for another day. As someone here can watch me, there's no shame in concession in politics or public discourse once our intentions are innocent and altruistic. Say ye timpo eye papa na edwene ahobrasie mu a enya emro ye so beka se asemi de emse mi ana meka ye soso ba bia ye dri man kan ye anase de me kan ana de me ye ne adane. I'll be shocked if member of parliament for Akwetia is sitting here and is pretending say adene course for parliament no any de course campaign period no there's no difference. I'll be shocked at him.
But is there a difference?
Is there no? Obi, we were anchor on this show. Are you telling me the voices you played, there's no difference between what His Excellency President Mahama, that time former president and candidate Mahama said, and what the honorable member of parliament for Boku Central, who is majority leader, what he said, oh boy, you know, then there's no debate. Then why did you put it here for discussion? We should stop the pretense at some point. Look, Obi, whatever it is, communication went wrong. And you would see, say, even the campaign platform talk, no, now you're consistent. And the idea me from when they say, yes, politicians, especially those of you in the partisan fray, who your arrogant posturing of partisanship, you think that without the two political parties there's no Ghana. Take your membership and let's check. I've been in there and out. There are more Ghanaians outside the political parties than there are inside. And to say Ghana Semba say you can't call NDC side, you can't call NPP side, then there's no conversation. That's not true. Yenya butremi nya obrasemi nyintu say nkomo se de secret fire say ade no ye betwam no yanka ne ye ye ba ye ya hunu say ade no ese say ye dane no na ye mfantu ye hofo say e kina kono e firi na kono nkomo ye bedi afa de obi ye a yenye ntiase nwie ye ana onche mu ye ma ye ntiase ye no. Yeah, can watch a man, yan to your book. That's a lesson for all of us as a people.
Asempa FM.
Yeah, Sana, acquire the usual NPP position here, NDC position here, why wouldn't you party piano or Makabi? Then why did you put it on the platform for us to discuss? I think that the majority leader spoke and misspoke. One Kasaye. Wan kasase penia oda edom kesia no mreshe bedwafio. He should be told. If you can't tell him in the house, we will tell him outside the house, because you are representing us. In fact, in some regard, I'm even his constituent. Boko. So just here.
Yes.
Wan kasaye enti se mu kase obi nko chreno where the NDC said that Obi Asempa FM Kosi saying wa bo voice achiro. And look, Metisana Minia member of parliament or can be when it comes to messaging, in Ghana, as we sit here, our constitutional arrangement, you know it better than I do. We don't run party form governments. The president may have been sponsored by a party, but it is the president's cabinet. It is the president's government. And to party manifesto no cry no, and you're so binding on him as the West or no kind. He can even decide to ignore your party manifesto. Of course, but for political reasons, he would need it because he rallied himself to power on the ticket of that party. So that must be understood. Enti mampani some okaye, leading members of your party some okaye, woman ebo mampani ankasa chidom ekaye, any sabi member of parliament who crowd there say nanu ya na aja parliament. But one more I know so say main election no me say na the contest ya NSKumi no campaign manager or something. Eti nsama amuka here wo constituency level no nyina no e can be in terms of messaging. Eti rather than dismiss this matter no me nya ya ho brasie mu, it should invite all of us say look ye ko yanimi no. As I say, you share your political communication here.
But one thing that he said, not to hold breath for him, but one thing I align with what the president said, what Mahama Yariga said, and he said, the form the NPP was implementing DS, i.e., Uber school, national service, no about throw one exam, which is a licensing exam.
I'll cancel it. Cancel it's definite.
So, question. And you said that form, but what they will do, they say, who was school 4 years, so they will make sure by the time of the free school, no, now what throw they was out through be area. That was the
proposition. The form the MPPs executing it, I'll cancel it. Anka ye will higher discussion.
Obi, teacher license, you
Obi. Context is very important.
Yes.
If you are using context, your question.
Forgive me. When we say the area, say teachers need to know full consider.
Obi.
Yes.
Question now will be out of context.
I didn't think out of context.
Out of context in the sense say, Mampani Mahama Kasana.
Yes.
Or kasa to a particular situation.
Yes.
And a one kase process no.
Yes.
And a na or what problem with. Object, no. You see, in research, there are at least 3 liners in philosophies.
Yes.
You have the ontology, what you are seeking, what there is. Then you have the epistemic, the ways of knowing what there is to know. And you have ethics, the standards by which, the way in which you are finding to know what there is to know, whether it is right or wrong, at least from the Nuremberg trial of 1948.
This is a licensed teacher. It's because of the license.
If President Mahama and his team had issues with the process, he would not have been talking about the ontology.
And Kobeka the epidemiology.
Epistemology. The manner, the process. Now you first will be a benya adie no. And na nka obeka safa ho. Enka o mo adie ni din say adie ni metwam. Oh, you see na make say adwobre. Obi hwe anofom bredo. Obi ani wiase mu hanmo mpo. Menim say ya ye wa kamoni bi o hanma. Akrisofo e wa. Opako kan Matthew I think 1919. Our Lord, Master, Savior, Jesus Christ. Who Christians, at least from the Chalcedonian fathers to the Council of Nicaea, the belief is that he was 100% God, 100% man. Sure. Even Jesus, or say none is perfect, including himself, except the Father. My point. And I agree with John Dewey, say it will take multiple approaches, methods, solutions. Na ya do biaya ebeboa ma ye nyinara yakoyanim. Na wo ka say me wan kan ye na ye kokana ube manchire mu da biara da yankoyanim da the NDC for any banoda for parliament aye no. Ene the Mampani Mahama kan ye no ebo ebra. And indeed the Dr. Okoboye Kanche, you know, it is about the practice of trying to continue what they criticized.
That's true. On Tuesday, they are right.
Cows are trapped by their horns, men by their words.
Honorable, yes.
See, ye nya kwenya say na ye baha e ya adwen ye beche. Menye ni se obi beka se or superior one a chen ubia.
Of course.
Because we 18 bejaje. Look, this is the first year of President Mahama, barely a year. And the last
second year.
A little over.
I wanted to correct this.
Year.
No, President Mahama is in his second year. We are in March.
Calculation. 13 months, second year. Second year, I
said we are in his second year.
That's fine.
Are we not?
So you see, what the Nkasa? You see,
is it 1 year?
He's 1 year, 3 months.
That's fine.
Thank
1
you.
year, 3.
Out of the 4. Send you open to be. I think I make us say, see, be she say ya, Mobian China drain, net year for no. But you see, this a year may to say, obedience superior is not true. The last thing now, Obi Bejiatum, including Dr. Bomfe.
Yes.
Yeah, free, hey. Now, so be called cut your voice, baby. Eh? No, the year case, edit yawa, you will be on the roof. Say, no, man, can sabo full tape. I've been listening to you. So what is wrong with President Mahama Akas? Apart from the Obiabo, I've been able to prove to Obi say almost full tape not that okay bika. Hold on, please allow me, please. My current transcription please. Except you have something to counter
Look, the truth of the matter
do this.
Is, in Winneba, when the president was speaking, he didn't just end at
oh, please allow me.
What shows that?
Allow me, please. Allow me. What kasa bebre? Look, it's idea ya no. Nobody say President Mahama only any term. Okay? Say e yade o ma promise. Ye ni enim so ama promise no onye ya. Enu mpokura onye boni. Obetumi akasa am it. Nye owie the term na ye behu say wafom ana wamfom. But say wan kana sa. Na say what on wa to say bebre nkasa ne bebre to say what dream bi won ne ho dada. En waba en anion kan na say ne waka kan kra you don't want to accept it. And you rather catch obi say arrogant posture. When I've been able to prove to you say okabro sa we can manifesto. Also, the uncle have manifesto. So, let me read something to you. Please allow me. Please, I need a lot of things from you, but I took it. Please, please allow me. Allow me.
Did I say that? No, but you must correct him.
Also, kind manifesto trail. Also, kind
2020, 2024.
No, one kind manifesto. Or kind Google. TNA. And a Google no meba AI no. Or kind read an account. If you heard him or say yes, you be trap and then you be tram no mom ya integrate and then integration in your account. And that is what your leader mama ya gabo full tape no net you. Except one time as we can see evidently here. You don't want to accept it. Listen, but your mama yaga. Oh, I will save the time to body full tape no.
Phone there about when no captures.
It captures what?
When it captures in seminar.
Bobby na share. Mr.
Speaker, NDC never promised to cancel licensure exams. We promised to incorporate it into the general examination system of the colleges. That's what we promised. And what we are doing today is fulfilling exactly what we promised to do. That's what we promised. Go and pick our manifesto and show me which page. We said we're going to incorporate it. The way that you propose to organize licensure exams is what we objected to. The manner in which you intended to do it. So we said it will be incorporated.
Okay, it does. Dr. James Kwabena Bomfe, Honorable,
voice. No. Let me read something to you. Look, the first voice our boy, Bronga have for Koye. It was an SRC president who stood on a no catch. This is what the SRC president said. The SRC president urged the teachers' licensure exam. Okay, yes. During the interaction, the president of the Students' Representative Council, Gabriel Kra, passionately addressed the challenges confronted by the teacher trainee after their graduation from the college. The SRC president argued that the teacher's licensure exam overly focuses on theory, ignoring practical teaching skills. He added that the exam discourages teachers and contributes to unemployment among teachers. He appealed to the former president and flag bearer of the National Democratic Congress for the licensure exam to be added to the final exam for teacher trainees. And this is what the president said. Mamin Koti president. So we are not saying teachers should not have a license to teach. They should, but it should not be necessary to let them write exam in the first year, write exam in the second year, write exam in the third year, write exam in the final year, in their fourth year, come to do national service, and then come to write licensure exam again. That is all we are saying. T a continuation. He continued, it is not by force. We are different political parties. We are saying that if we come, we will remove the licensure exam. President Mahama has not shied away from it. But the form, a dear friend licensure exam, also obey you. And now, person obey theatre. What are we proposing? Or what did we propose? Yeah, and then you account. On common you are quite to see a buy and your person a change your casa. Is that what it is? The man said it. What he intends doing? What should I cut it with your time? A viewer one hunty episode caught a certain dissatisfaction. Let me read the proposal.
Yes.
So this is it. If also then President Mahama, we are saying that when we come, we will remove the licensure exam. If we will maintain it, we should come and say we will maintain licensure exam. That is all. What we will do is that the licensing process will be part of your qualification. It will be part of your qualification and completion of your college of education.
Okay.
The ones who will, and he addressed it, the ones who will be required to write a licensure exam are the non-professional teachers who want to join the teaching field. Because you see, of course, we have course for one fat true training college, but a person be a teacher. In no dear, there's a wild tissue person, but then yes, who school no, and who coffee asaba or can cost any idea. But if it is integrated, that's how to hold a big crap, a bit ready to dine to prepare for the exam.
Honorable, so based on this promise,
yes,
say teacher Nibi then Etoma John Mahama. Now say, and he's been told say on prepare 24th March, which is next week Tuesday, or control license.
Of course.
So teacher and then I'll be catching.
And no, and yeah, can. Let's say, of reform kona also the beban memorandum. That's a different matter. My catcher say, a new panel 4 terms. 4 years, okay, and now of course you say policies at saying it goes through because there are technocrats. As a more formulate at the end, how would it be? A main exam, we answer any other, and it goes through it. It is our case after a year and 3 months. We can have that debate. But the argument now, as being propelled by a debate, say we have been dishonest, which has been shown that no can in all humility, because you see, and yes, and then Yabba can say, yes, Sisano. There and then, I just said, young person over here, and I was that. President Mahama insisted that Bronda have for kind. Say, obey if you in the form when you are yes, you cancel. We say it, and we still stand by it. But yet the Becca on final exam, into kind of modalities, no. And we can have the argument. The man is still running the presidency way. But so Becca say, Yashada say, you catch a teacher say, you better cancel simplicity. That would amount to your professionals. Let's watch that a person who created dissatisfaction. Emma buying.
Very well. I think
but it's been proven saying you're not great.
I think your point is clear. That's it. Dr. Okoboy.
Today, as we speak, are teachers going to write a licensure?
Yes.
Is it an integration or is it a separate one?
Separate.
So, President Mahama was 3 more years. The assumption is that as we speak today, the promise has not been fulfilled.
Sure.
the status quo is what is remaining. Is that not it?
Yes.
If it is tomorrow, next year, that they will implement the MOCAN, that integration, when you write the final paper, after writing it, when you pass, is the paper you've written, is it that it has inherent the licensure, or there will be another paper the next day?
No,
on
inherent there will be licensure.
So when you write,
at least from my understanding of what
I ask Honorable, is that it?
Yes, it's
So if they say, so that paper, the final paper what you know was school, no?
Yeah.
If you are not just licensure, what you know, sound of MOCAN. But Obi, when the so Obi, look, the point I want to make is that I thank God that the politician is not necessarily smarter than the voter. Say, nipa or a politician, and I did to my yes, you offer woman. Mr. She said, Elun Chess, they be said, Elun Chess or Yaman or Yan Sachet, you to about Obi. The voter is very discerning. Now, a politician now start Kasabe Breeze, so Ucha Semupe, Kasi, the Oko Toba Maonyakara, and I Kasai, or more Tie saying, Tuesday, we have to exams, no. Among non-professionals, so many professional teachers, most of them.
Yeah.
Who can, who see, mo promise in this a non-professional have a licensure, no. What is it? But Tuesday, professionals call control. Inti Obi, the American say, yeah, amanyosem no. Yen kai say, sebi sometimes uka sem na ebia eche based on them is who say oh idea was say undani na na unko baka nipa otoba ma no nipa Senate President Kufuor years some time ago no uchire mu say o ma hunu sape na nipa no wajem na yakoyi ni
doc we dem amenya wa sheda na wo kaka ho sa time no wo kaka ho
and I'm also happy say honorable Akaini who say once honorable can say voice no stop at the time I would have been
point, no?
yes I would have been
Obi to benya mai
no but correct you see
next week nya voice
Obi if you see NDC is a very powerful like serious organization. If Omunim say playing the full voice is what will extricate our leader, the president. But that's the point. Obi, with all due respect, my logic. So I'm quite detailed. Me pacho, and I have respect for him. I'm not doubting his integrity. But anytime somebody is trying to tell you that he's doing a transcription, okay, to as evidence, you must have the original. Obi, what I say? Because if you don't get the original, we cannot depend on your Obi transcription. And I just say every NDC sebi communicator and sympathizer has this transcription. It is coming from their table. So my point is that Obi, my child said we were bastardized. Teachers will be able to year based on this thing. And then Mr. Jamasi say omo who say na nya dream boni na idea now. Once again, like I said, no. If the voter were rigid all their life, I would have been worried. Okay. But thank God, the voter is flexible.
It's flexible. Ekosi saying, Asempa Obi, kindly correct Dr. James Kwabena Bomfe. His claim that Jesus said he himself was not perfect may not be true. In Mark 10:18, Jesus said, quote, "No one is good except God alone," unquote, to make the person reflect on who he truly is. In fact, the Bible clearly teaches that Jesus Christ is perfect and sinless. Hebrews 4:15. In the way Reverend Minister of the Gospel, Pastor Dr. Ano and Odiwe are praying. We say Obi. This government has even broken its promise to persons with disabilities. How insensitive can they be? Teachers were used, nurses used, cocoa farmers used. Look at how the NDC MP in your studio is struggling to defend what they said. He is even sweating in an air condition. They should simply apologize to Ghanaians, especially the Ghanaian youth. George Kwatin or Adentan. Hi, Obi. I am scandalized to hear the Honorable Boku Central MP saying that the NDC and President Mahama didn't say that they would cancel the teacher licensure exams. Some of us, because of our background as trained, qualified teachers from Wesley College, to be precise, we followed this licensure exam thing very carefully. But I don't blame the NDC and President Mahama for changing their stance, because they have changed their stance on so many other issues. Amongst them are as follows. Wait till you finish your term before receiving receiving honorary doctorate, yet he is in office and has gone out there to receive one. 2. Russia-Ukraine war has nothing to do with us. Now he's saying Israel-US-Iran war is going to have an impact on our economy. 3. Cocoa would pay 6,000 and now reducing it from 3,100 to 2,500. 4. No contract extension, yet officers including IGP and Police Director of Finance have their contract extended, and many more CEOs are still in office after attaining 60 plus years, and so many others. So I'm not surprised. Deceptive politics they do to secure power. Charles Quating and Onodi way Abraying. Doc, my mintie on this way briefly enough. Yen roughly have 5 minutes.
Well, the preacher man who sought to, if he heard me, I give the context.
Okay.
Like I say, Christians, we believe Jesus was both God, 100% man. Now, onumpo sebi awanye boneno, and Hebrews 14:15 says he was tempted like we are, and so until the American, the American na Yesu da the kan Matthew 19, and when you read the commentaries on it, it is there. Say he wasn't going to fall for a tag of perfection, but only God the Father.
Elder Franco Worcester, or say now we in the mate Wesco, year 2000, Downwell Hall.
That's correct.
Good.
That's correct.
Good.
I was also the General Secretary of the Teacher Trainees Association of Ghana, who got it registered in the Registrar General's. But Obi, asema ye kano.
Yes.
Meaning, asema na me kanyina ne say me can say arrogant position of political parties. I wasn't referring to anybody here. Say political parties do not reserve the right over commentary on national issues, and I back that with population dynamics. Any figure say you can't. I'm on you come in no boom antimi. I don't take me out of context. Obi, assemble ne can in there. Tietiao. President Mahama pre to me no. Or kaye said the na wo hono my friend of licensure exam no obetwam. Na man yoku a time na chi no e man chiremu say wo mu ntwam keke na mom ombe integrate me kan ni na wa ha. What I read, maybe you didn't listen. I said the various things that the answers had been given. One point they said they will abolish. At one point it says they will cancel it and they will incorporate and integrate. So I was in the most important thing, and say when more parliament don't kase no bano therefore kase mo anka da say mo be cancel. Asa kase no so fi mo no bae. Enya me na make my manifesto I made reference to your manifesto. So to suggest that I said I won't take your they're not making say apart from manifesto no there are other sources. Ibine they odimo no na no kasa. MP aspirants womano kasa party penny for ano kasa like the sources of law or authorities are all side here and I mean more difference a men kasa me to manifesto atwe then na obi a me di party ani mama ya tro manifesto dey akota obi achi that there me undermine manifesto. I would never do that. In fact, if anything at all and only ya sticker documentation you be gina so dey busa and some more so at say they make nyina say na me nyana so otemase so party posture na the muka manifesto time campaign time any the ekosuni one kasa wujitu say ebo bra. And that's why you are arguing that Mampani Muhammad Aso Wamre, to the extent that you are even reducing his second year period to say others in the first year. He's no more in the first year. First year,
but within 13 months, it doesn't matter.
Obi, on 7th January 2026, and
2025.
2026 no nya 1 year.
2026 January 7th. And 1 year March. Yes. What is difficult to understand about this?
But we try 2 years.
Then just what 2 years? Did I? Did I say what 2 years?
Then it's clear.
So what is your problem if I say or 10?
You rather should be asking yourself your problem. I never said he's been in office for 2 years.
It's clear.
I've told you. Me.
I'm precision.
Yes.
A precision here 30 months.
He is in his second year.
Who per precision there 30 months.
But have I said the 30 months is wrong?
Which one is precise?
Okay, this is not.
This is useless.
So why would you come again on
That you also saying that he's in the first year. Me saying he's in the second year. Any workers are all first year. Which one is right?
Me man can't feel
what first year. Master, what do I work out the meteor? As one me can you say. Say one cause I would get to say. I dare not say boss obey no. Onyanye ye. Na yentia say because names here ye dia man on fear nine no. Enyen so ya. Who jet to say? Yes, who jet to say? The osha bo ho no. Enya no enya enya ne nei. Enti me de no me kan kosi so nyina ne say. Ba no dofo no na say ohunu ne kasa ne yi. Say oh, de ye kan ye no. Ye kan say esoso ye hia bre na ye didi aye den adidwuma. Now kase yan kasa akra dia asese bi na wo ne eni no kre. Enti mese de ye kan nyina ne say yensom eni nipa no wo be kan de me kan me de ye toto adwene ana ye cheche adwene a na ye nyina ye kobenku e be wi ase no mpampi no asenkro no na ne ye ka
Madam ase.
These are the people who now omuku fake quotations. Once I see Jesus Christ cry, na Jesus Christ can say onye perfect. Bible no, he found na Jesus Christ onye perfect. But mi anko foni bi no some sen. But mi anko foni bi no. These are the people who omu use politics. No mo di downplaying for. No mo di use. No mo di. I mean no mo di. Chinchin for adwin on the name of politics. Oto on Bible kronim. O quote wrong quotation. Bible num Jesus caso onye perfect wo hifa. Hifa na Jesus kai, hifa na o caso onye perfect. It is really sad. These are the people who enka omoni asofo ina asofo omunye akwanhyefo atrofo ne ye baako. Sankofo no man koye politics then omugina so dem pulpit so claiming so omo ye pastors, omo ye prophets, men of God. Inti uhwe obi a oye criminal wan hunu politics ma obi hunu wo asofodie mu o Ghana ha. Me na me ka chew. So wo po bi oye hardcore criminal pa wan hunu asofodie mu a obi hunu wo politics because omo nim say they can use that two means, either politics or what church, to what to steal from the vulnerable people. Into one no more na and kofo bitum futra guani Bomfe Kwabena James or whoever. Anyway, what I mean for see now, Nyanka Sakrano, I am getting some intel be I say be breaky ain't my mean for see, but for the meantime no. There was a member catcher gun in Libya say, oh, your politics are money now. Because your uncle for be bravo, aim, say, among joining NDC, among joining NPP. But they be on you so much no more the GC free both parties. And answer one party behold, now more that as if say, or moye, or money madi, but no money fee. Those are the people, they will use their minds on you. Thinking, say, oh, nkofo dey beat me unknowing no now the politics because of politics no they are extorting money from you. No move via Ghana. No move via Ghana. It is Abapano. Minyan who that so I can't quarry. Minyan who that so I can't quarry. Abusiamo fanchemi. Ghana. Ayemiya. So my way. Emunipa. Aye wum ya wakuma papa. Be yempan fo mudi enim no. Eni adwempa de bae. Ghana munipa adwempa wo Ghana. Ye wonkofo a enkade nti oman no bia mo ka se Ghana ya sumbie man. Ghana ya sumbie man. We the citizens, in fact, we are good, we are kind. But mpanfo mo bedi enim no mo take that advantage no. No mo dia ye. Enehwe asembia kinofurata ni yedi. Owa be finance minister, odia brakeke. Na be den. Wa be finance minister brakeke. Na bebu akonta fa kire o manfo because there was a time as papa we ono a ne MP ska kire ni se papa wa bre kotena fie because ye hu se o capabilities akofom o si da bi ayete se akwara keto a o ka kire I mean o ka kire ne papa se o nja ni responsibility ebu nkwasi ya baby on ja Ghana ni opo obu a no akofa quotation and that was the same man de bia no she white no yi quotations ene se wo ka se kinofurata nko gina Iran ana se Israel na on gina war front the battle front obe prefer to so be Ghana adintia because in so ba obedem. These are the people they use their minds on Ghanaians and recent and akwai na ihu nso ade bi okita Bible na o two quotation I mean who ya mobo Ghana leaders no adwem bone ne dawson enka oman we nyu hiaman about 40 million population aden nka ye good yintimi nwisu aden na ye niema ye wo nyina enso oman we ye ho kire to the extent say itimi kobo bosia I mean who ye mpan for no mobo no adwem papa mbro mutim abusia da wadwon comment section ni meso so be like na wa share na foforo anye biahwe median mega makraw bye bye.